Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the next lesson, second lesson, that is De Moivre's theorem. So that is first formulas we have to write down the formulas. First one, if n is an integer, then first formula cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n. So we can write as cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So just cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n means power goes to the angle augment. So power interchanging associated with angle augment. So next one, second one, this is small one, first one, second one, similar formula cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of minus n. That as to we have to write as cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Why? Because cos of minus theta is cos theta minus n theta nothing but in the form of cos of minus theta, that is cos n theta, plus I into sine of minus n theta mean nothing but sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So that is cos n theta minus I sin n theta. And next third one, cos theta plus minus I sin theta whole to the power of n, that is cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Next, similarly, fourth one, cos theta minus I sin n theta. I sin theta whole to the power of minus n. That is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So these are all goes to the form of, it is known as De Moivre's theorem for integral index, whereas n is integer, it should be positive or negative, but cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n, cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of n equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Power goes to with augment, cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Similarly, cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power of minus n, where n is a positive or negative, we can write as cos n theta minus I sin n theta. Why? Because cos of minus n theta nothing but cos of minus theta is cos theta, sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. That's why we write as here minus. Similarly, cos theta minus I sin theta whole to the power of n, nothing but cos n theta minus I sin n theta. And similarly, cos theta minus I sin theta whole to the power of minus n, it is also cos n theta minus into minus becomes to plus I sin n theta. So these four formulas are becomes to De Moivre's theorem for integral index. So the positive, and it may be positive or negative. Next, go to the second one. Second formula. So cube roots of unity, most important and general, we have to know the formula deriving cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. Let us take it as some number. So that is z is equal to unity means 1. So let it be of the form cube roots means it should be 1 by 3. We already learned in previous square root means we have get, suppose square root of 1 means we have taken as plus or minus 1. If it is nothing but 1 power 1 by 2 we take. So now onwards 1 power 1 by 3, that means cube root represents a 3 values, so that nothing but cube roots of unity. How will you got the formula? Just we have to derive the formula. Then here we have to write as z cube equal to 1. Then as to z cube minus 1 equal to 0. Now it is in the form a cube minus b cube. So then a cube minus b cube formula is same, my general formula. So a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b into a square plus ab plus ab plus b square, that is equal to 0. Then here some separated, so that has to some product of the two roots means z minus 1 equal to 0, or else then z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation. By solving these roots by general formula minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So that is z equal to, here minus b means minus 1 plus or minus b square means 1. 4 into a means a, b, c. That is nothing but here 1 minus 4 divided by 2a means 2. That is, so just we are going to next page. So first we have take it as z equal to 1 to the power of 1 by 3, and then go to z cube equal to 1, and z cube minus 1 equal to 0. Then it is in the form of a cube minus b cube equal to 0. That is in the form a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. That's why we are writing here a z minus 1 into z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0. So product of the two terms means we have to write as first term equal to 0, that is z minus 1 equal to 0, or z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0. So that is z, and this is in the form of quadratic, that is by using the finding the roots minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So that is why we have written as 2 by 2a. Then substitute in the formula, then you get now simplification. Nana. We are doing next page. So z equal to, so z equal to we can write as minus 1 plus 3 minus 1 plus square root of minus 3 by 2. That means we have to change into minus 1 plus minus root 3 means we can write as complex number form root 3i by 2. Now this is in the form of plus or minus, here also plus or minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then we take suppose minus 1 plus as positive root by 2, and another root are minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So these are the, therefore the cube roots of unity are, the cube roots of unity are, first root we have got that 1, and that is minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So now let us take some, this total value becomes 2. We have to take it as some number now onwards. Let us we take as, if we take, if suppose we take as, this total value becomes to some, now onwards we take it as minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and the next similar second one is as 2 minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So the total minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, now onwards which let us take as omega, and this has to call as omega square. Omega square means minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So that is the, therefore now we conclude that the cube roots of unity now onwards are 1 omega omega square, are the cube roots of unity, are the cube roots of unity, cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. What are the cube roots? Omega and omega square. Omega means minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and whereas omega square is minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So 1 omega omega square are the cube roots of unity. Unity means 1. 1 cube roots are 1 omega omega square. So this is the derivation of the cube roots of unity. Next, make a note all of you. Next, we will go to the next page. We will learn the properties of these total cube roots of unity. So that is, so properties write down first. So already we taken as 1 omega omega square, that is 1. What are the roots? 1 1 omega omega square. Omega square. Omega square. Hmm. So these are the roots. Are the roots. Whereas omega is taken as minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and omega square is minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. So that is the first property is, in these 1 is a real root, and these are both omega and omega square are conjugate of the complex numbers. Whereas conjugate means, how will you define? A plus IB means, similarly next one is A minus IB, both are conjugate. So 1 is a real number, omega and omega square are the conjugate complex number. That should be, we have to write here, one of the cube roots of unity. One of the cube roots of unity is real, and the other two is what should we have write here? Conjugate complex numbers. Conjugate complex numbers. One root is real root. One is a real root. Omega and omega square are conjugate complex numbers. It is in the sign is in middle, plus is there, another omega square is minus. So that is why we said to another 2 is conjugate complex numbers. Next, second property, that is second one. So each complex cube root of unity, each complex cube root of unity is square of the other. Square of the other. We will see why should we have write like this. So that is, square of the other means, suppose if we take omega means minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. What we have learned, each complex cube root of unity is square of the other. So from this we squaring on both sides, that is omega square. Omega square means minus 1 plus I root 3 whole by 2. I am doing omega with omega as 2 square. So that is in the form of 1 by 4 into 1 plus 1 minus 3. Why? Because I is there, that is 1 minus 3 minus 2 root 3 into I. A plus B whole square. A means 1, B means I square means, by here we write as minus 3 minus 2 root 3I. That is, we simplify as minus 2 minus 2 root 3I by 4. From these two as common, then you get minus 1. Then you get minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. 2 as common, then you get minus 1 minus I root 3. So minus here, minus 1 minus I root 3 means nothing but the total value becomes to omega square. From first we have taken as omega, then lastly we got as omega square. Therefore, the each of the complex number cube root of unity is square of the other root. So that is omega square we have taken as simply, we can simplifying we get omega. So that's why we are saying as each complex cube root of unity is square of the other number. Next property, most important property, the sum of the cube roots of unity. The sum of the cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity is 0. Let us see what in the question property is. The sum of the cube roots of unity becomes to 0. Just we have simply simplify as 1 omega and omega square. So what is the first property? All of you make a note. One of the cube roots of unity is real. One of the root is 1. That is real number. And omega square are conjugate complex numbers. And second one is each complex cube root of unity is square of the other number. Let us we take it as omega as minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2, and the squaring on both sides we can simplify, then lastly we got as omega square. That means that each complex cube root of unity is square of the other number. And third property is the sum of the cube roots of unity is, so we have, let us see, we will see that is 0 becomes to 0. So we have to derive that one if it is right or wrong. So that is third one, that is 1 plus omega square, that is 1 plus minus omega means minus 1 plus I root 3 I by 2, and second one is minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. So sum means we should take as all are positive. So let us take LCM as 2, then 2 plus minus 1 plus root 3i in the first term as, similarly minus 1 minus root 3i second one. Then you get total minus 1 minus 2, that plus 2 plus root 3i minus root 3 cancel. Then you get 0. Therefore from right now 1 plus omega square becomes to 0. That is the formula for always remember. That is sum of that, means that sum of the what should we have to write? Cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity is 0. Is 0. So that is 1 omega square sum. So already to sum. So simplified, then you get 1 plus omega square equals to 0. This is the one of the most important property of this. Let us find the next property as product of the roots. So product of the roots, product of the cube roots of unity, product of the cube roots of unity is becomes to 1. So we will see. That is means 1 into omega square. Product means all the cube roots of unity. Let us multiply each and everything. Minus 1 plus root 3i by 2 into minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. Just I am doing product. Product means total multiplication, that is 4. Now numerator is of the form a plus b into a minus b, that is 1 minus 1 minus root 3i square, that is 3i square. 3i square means 1 plus 3. That is 1 plus 3. Nothing but we get as 1 plus 3. Why? Because then 1 plus 3. A square means minus 1 whole square, that is 1. B square means root 3i whole square, that is 3i square. I square means minus 1, already we learned. So minus into minus before minus, that's why you have to take it as 1. So then you get 1. Therefore, in lastly we conclude that 1 into omega into 1 into omega square nothing but equal to 1. Then we can say that omega cube equal to 1. That means that product of the cube roots of unity is always 1. In before 1 plus omega square. Sum of the cube roots of unity is, we will simplify that, you get the answer is 0. That is 1 plus omega square equal to 0. Now fourth property is product of the cube roots of unity is 1. So we will see already 1 into omega square. 1 is already same thing. Omega means this total value becomes to omega, that is minus 1 plus root 3I by 2, and omega square means minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. Just multiply numerator of the form a plus b into a minus b, that is a square means minus 1 whole square, that is 1, and next b square means root 3I whole square means 3, that is 1 plus 3 divided by 4, that is we got already. So 1. So the product of the cube roots of unity is 1. That is nothing but omega cube equal to 1. So the most important property, that is sum of the cube roots of unity is 0 and product of the cube roots of unity is always 1. The most important relation. Next, go to next page. Question property number 5. Property number 5. That is 1 omega and omega square are in GP. Why? Because GP means geometric progression. We can say that common ratio is same T2 by T1 and T3 by T2. That is omega by 1 is omega, omega square by omega is omega. So the three terms are in the form of GP. GP means geometric progression. So that is next one. And the relation we already got, that is what the product of the cube roots and if unity is, that is 1, nothing but omega cube equal to 1. Product of the cube roots of unity is 1. From this we can write as omega square equal to 1 by omega, or else omega equal to 1 by omega square. So that is next onwards. If suppose omega cube already we got, that is 1. Suppose omega power 4 is there. Omega power 4 is nothing but omega cube into omega. Nothing but 1 into omega is omega. That is omega power 4 is omega. From this relation already first fifth relation is GPY, because common ratio is same. Omega by 1 is equal to omega and omega square by omega equal to omega. That is common ratio is same, means the three terms are in the terms of GP. Next sixth property is product of the cube roots of unity is omega cube. So that is omega cube nothing but we already seen that one, that is equal to 1. That is omega square equal to, we can write as here 1 by omega reciprocal. So omega square is reciprocal to omega, and whereas omega is reciprocal to 1 by omega square. And cube roots of unity is, that is multiply product of the cube roots of unity, that is omega cube equal to 1. Now go to omega power 4. Omega power 4 nothing but omega cube into omega. Omega cube is nothing but 1. Simplified form 1 into omega is omega. This is over. But more, if the power is seventh point, if the power of omega is greater to 3. If it is 4 means okay, omega power 5 means okay. Suppose omega power 10, omega power 12 is there. What should we do? That is the power of omega is there. So the simple shortcut is in complex numbers already we learn that one. If the power of I is greater than by 4, then divide by 4 and take the remainder as power of I. Here also the power of omega is greater than 3. So then we write as, so the number should be, so divide the power, same thing, divide the power by 3 and take the remainder as power of omega, Let us see some examples. Suppose omega power 12 is there. So omega power 12 means divide by 3. Divide by 3 means remainder should be is equal to, so that is 0. Then get omega power 0 is 1. So let us omega power 12 equal to 1. Suppose another example, omega power 100 is there. Omega power 100 means divide by 3, that is omega power 1 remaining, that is omega power 1 nothing but omega. Suppose biggest number, suppose let me take as 2014. So that means 2014 divided by 3, then you get omega power 2 remainder, that is the value is omega square. So let us, shortcut formula is, if the power of omega is greater than 3, then divide the power of power by 3 and take the remainder as power of omega. That's why omega power 12 equal to omega power 0, omega power 0, and omega power 100 equal to omega power 1, that is remainder is 1, that is why we have take it as omega power 1, that is omega. And suppose biggest number 2014 divide by this total term divide by 3, and the power is 2, remainder is 2, that's why this total value becomes 2 omega square. So this is the one of the shortcut. So let fifth property is ZP terms and reciprocal properties. And the next one is, if the power of the omega is greater than 3, the power by divide by 3 and take the remainder as power of omega. In complex numbers, we all learn that if the power of I is greater than 4, then the power should be divide by 3 and divide by 4 and take the remainder of I. Similarly, here take it as omega means divide by 3. So next go to the seventh property. So that is seventh property, that is the equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, whereas z square plus z plus 1 equal to 0. Similarly, we are take it as x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0 has the roots omega and omega square, omega and omega square. So let us see what will be the explanation we have to take. What are the roots omega and omega square? The equation is x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. If the the general formula, if the roots are given, the quadratic equation of a line is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. The roots will be there. By equation is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. We know the roots. Now substituted as sum here, alpha equal to omega, beta equal to omega square into x plus alpha beta means omega into omega square equal to 0. So then we get x square minus omega plus omega square means 1 plus omega square equal to 0. From this we already omega plus omega square plus 1 at nothing but minus 1. Here write as minus 1 into x, and product of the roots is here omega cube. Omega cube nothing but already the value is omega cube equal to product of the cube roots equal to 1. In the lastly we got the value x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore the equation has the roots omega and omega square are the roots of the equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Similarly, the equation x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0 has the roots. That means what should we write here? Minus omega and minus omega square. In the same way, we substitute minus omega square into x, minus omega into minus omega square equal to 0. Then simplify, minus as common, that omega plus omega square into x and plus minus into minus plus, that is omega cube equal to 0. Therefore, the equation becomes to x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, the equation has x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0. Has the roots are minus omega and minus omega and minus omega square. Whereas x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, that is omega and omega square. Omega and omega square. That is first equation is x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. That is omega and omega square. Whereas x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0 has the roots is minus omega and minus omega square. Both are same. If it is minus is there, minus omega and minus omega square. Plus x is there, omega and omega square. These are objective type questions. Now go to the next concept, most important concept. So let us all of you make a note. that is x equal to, suppose now onwards x equal to cube roots of unity means what should we have to write? X equal to cube roots of unity, that is 1 to the power of 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Now go change into cubing on both sides, becomes to x cube equal to 1. Then x cube x equal to 1 of the root is x minus 1 into and x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. By simplifying we already got that value, minus 1 plus root 3I by 2, and another one is omega square, that is whereas this is omega, and next one is minus 1 minus root 3I by 2 as omega square. Now we have to write, now onwards it's in the polar form we should write this term and this term polar form. Polar form means the first term is here x equal to 1. 1 means we have to write as 1 means cos 0 plus I sin 0. Cos 0 plus I sin 0 we can write as in the polar form, that is cis 0. Similarly that is 1. 1 is the real root, the first root is 1, then we have to write in the polar form means cos 0 plus, in the cis form means cos 0 plus I sin 0, that is cis 0. And whereas minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 means minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 I by 2. Root 3 by 2 into I. That is nothing but minus 1 by 2 means in terms of cos means cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I sin of 2 pi by 3. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2, sin 120 is root 3 by 2. So 1 means cos 0 plus I sin 0, that is cis 0. Similarly, this has to write as cis 0. This is cis of 2 pi by 3 in the polar form, that is e power I into 2 pi by 3. In the same way, the third root is omega square minus 1 by 2 into minus root 3 by 2 into I. That is both are negative means changing it to cos of 4 pi by 3 plus we can write as I sin 4 pi by 3. In the cis form means cis of 4 pi by 3. In the form of Euler form is I to the power e to the power of I into 4 pi by 3. So that is we can change into some argand plane. We can now construct the argand plane. So let us make a note. First what we have done, x equal to 1 to the power of 1 by 3, that means x cube equal to 1. Now it is in the form of x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. So when the root, one of the root is 1, and by simplification we can get that is minus 1 plus root 3I by 2 minus 1 minus root 3I by 2. So that is now in by write as into the polar form or else Euler form, that is 1 means cos 0 plus I sin 0, that is cis 0, that is e power I into 0, that is. Similarly minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 into nothing but cos 2 pi by 3 plus I sin 2 pi by 3, nothing but cis of 2 pi by 3. In the polar form Euler form is e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3. Next another number omega square, that is minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 nothing but cos 4 pi by 3 plus I sin 4 pi by 3, that is cis of 4 pi by 3. In the Euler form, that is e to the power of I into 4 pi by 3. Now we construct the some argand plane. Let us take these numbers into the argand plane. Now draw the picture like that from cube roots of unity. So next page I am doing. So that is in the form of I am taking the values these numbers as to complex plane, that is or argand plane. So just I am doing like this. So this is nothing but y-axis. Now first we take it as x-axis, that is real axis. Argand plane means x-axis nothing but real axis, and y-axis nothing but argand plane means it has to be in the form imaginary axis. So what? The first we take it as always the circle. Always draw a circle for these numbers. First we construct the real axis and y axis. This is x axis, nothing but real axis. Y axis nothing but imaginary axis. That is why we can say that both are complex number. That way we construct as the imaginary axis and real axis. So this is origin. So one of the root is 1 means the circle is as a radius of 1 unit. So why? Because one of the root is 1. Let us take that as 1 unit. That means 1. The first point is 1. Plotting the points, and another point is omega is there. Omega, the point is what? Minus 1 by 2 plus omega means minus 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2 into I. So that is minus 1 by 2, nothing but what we have written, it is e to the power of I into 2 pi by 3. Nothing but the angle amplitude is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 means 120 degrees. Suppose I am taking like this, that is 120 degrees. This angle anti-clockwise direction, argument is always in the direction of opposite anti-clockwise. So let is the point is omega. Whereas I am taking another mirror image is, that is omega square, that is minus 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 into I. That is mirror image of this one. That is we plot this same thing. Conjugate means always in the mirror image. That is why we can take it as omega square like this same point. Now I am joining these points as to omega square. This angle also make into 2 pi by 3, and obviously join to the next 1 to the point, this to 1, and this also making the join to 1 to omega. Then it's formed the remaining angle also. This is 2 pi by 3. This angle is also 2 pi by 3. Obviously this angle is making to 2 pi by 3. Therefore this it is represents as, it is regular polygon. It is regular polygon of 3 sides, and it forms as 2 equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Why? Because the angle is 2 pi by 3 from first 1 to this point. Make an angle is e to the power of I 2 pi by 3. Omega, its conjugate is obviously omega square. That is conjugate means this angle also 4 pi by 3, nothing but e to the power of I 2 pi by 3, nothing but the angle is also 2 pi by 3. Obviously 60 means remaining angle is 60 degrees. Therefore this circle should be equilateral triangle in this by using 1 and omega square. Therefore all the sides are regular polygon, all the sides are equal. So regular polygon of 3 sides, and it forms a equilateral triangle. So that is the relation between the x equal to 1 to the power of 1 by 3. Similarly same as to second bit, that is x power 4, which now we have taken it as x equal to 1 to the power of 1 by 4. Now just cube roots of unity is over. Next I am doing, that is x to the power of 1 to the power of 1 by 4. That is x power 4 equal to 1, nothing but x power 4 equal to 1, nothing but we write as x power 4 minus 1 equal to 0. Now it is in the form of x square plus 1 into x square minus 1 equal to 0. So that is x square plus 1 plus 1 means we write it as I square into x square minus 1. That is x square minus 1 equal to 0. Then the roots are x plus 1, that is x equal to plus or minus 1, and this is plus or minus I. Therefore the four roots of unity are Four roots of unity are plus or minus 1 and plus or minus I. So that is one of the root is plus 1 and minus 1 and plus I and minus I. That is the root of the value, fourth powers of the roots of fourth roots of the unity. Whereas cube root of unity means 1 omega and omega square. Now here x equal to 1 to the power of 1 to the power of 1 by 4, that is x power of 1 x power 4 minus 1 equal to 0, that is x power 4 minus 1 equal to 0. Then we can separate it as the multiples of x square plus 1 into x square minus 1 equal to 0. There is plus 1 and we have written as minus I square and x square minus 1 equal to 0. Then we get x equal to plus or minus 1 and plus or minus I. Therefore, the four roots of unity are plus or minus 1 into plus or minus I. Same thing as to we can draw in this is the argand plane. This, this is the argand plane. In the same way, we can denote it as these four roots of unity. Also, we can rise a argand. We can plot the argand plane. In the same way, we can plot the argand plane. This is argand plane. Why? Because we take it as a this as x-axis as real axis and y-axis is imaginary. In the same way, four roots of unity we can draw in the argand diagram. That is make a note, and next I am going to next page. Same thing we can draw like this. So as one of the point is x-axis means let us take it as x-axis here and let us take it as y-axis, real part and imaginary axis, that is y-axis. So that is real axis. Next point take it as 1 unit, and similarly this has its conjugate, obviously we got that is minus 1, and here we got that is I, suppose here also we got as minus I. Now these the points we can draw the figure. Always this circle, first we should draw a circle. Why? Because why we have taken as I means I in the form of I in the denote form of polar form, that is cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Okay, tomorrow I will explain this part also. Okay, I will fourth roots of unity we can tomorrow I will explain again. So this is the topics you have to learn. All those once again revise all the formulas of this De Moivre's theorem. Tomorrow I will continue this class.